Hello everyone! Welcome back to the My Hero Academia Season 6 reaction. Watching episode 19 today. Before we begin, there's a description below. Check out my Patreon, Discord, Instagram, and all that good stuff.
What's on Patreon?
On Patreon, it's not for $1, £1. Your early access reactions, Pokemon, and Boruto episodes, as well as shout outs in the description of every video. You can also get things like early access to other shows as well, like this one and Dragon Ball. So check it out. What happened last time on My Hero?
Deku's gone away.
Yes, he left Academy.
He woke up finally. He had a little conversation.
A little? Well, hefty conversation.
Hefty conversation.
The ins and outs of the power and the origin type of stuff and how it has to be given to somebody with no quirk.
Yeah, but they're a rare breed these days.
Yes, so eventually this power will just die off.
He might be the last wielder. And
he
ain't wielding it well for the final guy.
No.
At the moment.
But let's give him all the ins and outs
and
of
everyone knows about All for One now.
Yeah, everybody.
So, one for all.
The whole class knows. The heroes know. Everybody knows now.
Not sure about what the press are putting out there.
True.
Need to be careful about that. But everyone who needs to know knows.
I think everybody probably knows now.
Yeah.
Everyone. Society's falling apart even more, with all the villains everywhere. Endeavor had a press conference and tried to hold it together as best he could.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
all the people are like, but my mother was scared, and he's like, what were you doing, huh?
You could help us.
Just having a go at me helping her right now.
And then Deku's on his own. He's Vigilante Deku now.
Yes.
He looks cooler. He looks cooler. He sounds cooler. Are you ready to see what happens next?
Yes.
Let's begin. We just got like whatever heroes are just out and about, all this because they have all the students now.
Most residents got out of here early.
Aaron Yeager.
Academy Hero Course 3rd year, Yoshi.
He's the one that can like vibrate stuff.
It might be hard to convince the holdouts that it's still a good idea to evacuate.
First police, then heroes. Now they're sending children here for us, huh? Get lost. Run along home.
It's dangerous to stay here. Your stockpiles of food and supplies are gonna run out before long, and then what? We've got plenty of resources at Ketsubutsu Academy, though. Come with us, and we'll hook you up with everything you might need.
You expect us to believe you'll keep us all safe when villains attack there? You're painting a target on that school. Didn't need your help when I came.
I guess what people are just like, it's almost like an apocalypse where just groups of people are just held up in certain areas. Like this is just our turf now.
The jailbreakers in Nomu are different. We got reports
they will kill you.
The gang was causing chaos around here. Not thieves. Their only purpose was to spread violence. Monsters like that could take down a pro. You don't want to face them. They're barely even human.
I said we don't put faith.
Then we're gonna take you by force.
Do you think that's Frothy's dad?
Maybe.
Your lives easy.
This is how they repay us. I'm tired.
People just get bitter.
If you want to stay here and die,
I mean,
it's up to you.
Fair
you
enough.
Can't force them to go.
Well, that didn't go as planned. Total bomb! You suck at this.
They just need a little persuasion. If I use vibrate, I could demolish that building in seconds. We should just.
He's thinking like a villain. If I just destroy their building.
Sounds a bit like Inosuke when he's talking like that.
Phones are still working. He's headed your way fast. Run!
What, a big boy villain? Oh god. See, the people need their help. It's like now they'll be here. And done. Is that the building that they were just in?
Incoming!
Oh, it's a muscle guy. The one that Deku almost died against. In season
Let's go.
3.
I'm ready to play. Being free feels so good.
It's like the Armored Titan.
Versus Aaron.
No way! This guy's out for blood. He's a wanted murderer. He toasted a chin.
They're gonna punch her out of the way. Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, someone that you can knock out of the way so easily, could you trust her to protect you?
No.
With her little fish earrings?
Are you kidding? I was hoping you'd make this worthwhile.
Oh god, he's dying.
Don't they always say that if you see one hero, there are 10 more nearby? Ah! What
There's
the-
everybody.
what
See,
the-
looking in the windows.
Why would you look out of the window? Jiggle, jiggle.
It's not gonna work. I've got 12,000 layers of muscle fiber acting as armor.
12,000
So
layers.
this is gonna break through to my actual body.
Gross.
Sometimes a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Yes!
The most important thing a hero can have when the world is going to hell around them is fortitude to keep fighting. I'm gonna shake your brain right out of your head.
So he's causing an actual earthquake, though.
In that case, I guess it's not a bad idea.
Has he covered his head?
Yeah, he covered himself even more.
Boy,
You're dead!
that it's a blood frenzy!
Oh!
Oh, gone.
Who was that?
Muscular.
It was Deku?
Deku, baby.
What was that he just did?
I recognize that voice. I just want to experience that rush again. You got me addicted to it when we threw down last time. I can't get enough of that.
He's put a rock in his eyeball?
Please take care of him.
Is he okay? No, you're such an idiot.
He did his best.
Get here sooner. You should take him to a doctor quick. And abandon the building. It's not safe. I'll make sure nothing else is damaged.
Got it.
Was that overboard?
Yeah, too much of my smoke screen. You exceeded the controllable limit.
Okay.
Careful not to let someone use your own attack against you. That's how you lose.
Right.
Because of One For All's growth.
It's like they're teaching him as he
This is what he needed.
And this is what he's getting finally. Actual training on the field.
That means it's going to be harder.
So did All Might never bother using the quirks of the others?
He never could. It's grown to such a level that now he can communicate with it. It wasn't that strong before.
Focus on these individual powers instead of the whole.
Sixth smokescreen. I'll use it to confuse him. Think, Izuku. Remember how your first battle with him went.
I like his voice like this.
Danger sense.
Predict his moves with danger sense. Fifth, block wind.
Smash!
His quirk has actually become useful. This is great.
Right? He can fly, he can use those whips.
Tell me where Shigaraki and All For One are hiding. I know they broke you out.
Who cares?
Why do you chase after such extremes?
Because I don't want to have any regrets when I finally die.
Oh yeah? And what would you regret?
Not enjoying every thrill life has to offer to the max.
Is this thrill?
Not a bad philosophy, but not.
Taking it to like a, I want to murder people.
But
It's
badly
amazing.
executed.
Punish with me? Waste someone else's time with that BS. My heart beats with a thirst for blood and battle.
I never found out why they ended up becoming villains. What caused all their anger? If I had known, maybe things would have been different.
It all starts when they're a kid. Some kind of trauma.
Killed so many innocent people. At least I'll learn something about him.
When did you turn into a boring guy who just stands around?
Oh?
Oh,
There are spaces between your muscles. Whenever they've reached their limits, they peel back and disappear. You realize how strong Shindo's vibrate truly is.
You think you're so
So he's already-
clever?
One for all, full cowling,
Oh.
45% impact.
Oh.
Detroit smash!
Done.
This is my full power at work.
Hey, up there!
Who's that?
That's the villain!
Already got him. In like 2 seconds.
Didn't even get a chance to say thank you.
When he fought before it, he almost died against that muscle guy. And now it's just like, done.
You're helping us?
It's not like we want anyone to get hurt or anything. I figured the least we can do now is hear you out.
Finally. It took me almost dying.
That guy.
Got a drop off for you.
What do you want?
spare Iron Maidens?
Maidens? Wait, that's one of the escapees!
Please restrain him.
Hold on!
Next villain, where are they at?
Well,
Are
then.
you injured?
No, I'm good.
In your arms and legs.
Fine, thanks to the mid-gauntlets. As far as compression support items go, they're super high quality. Thanks again. Glad you thought to order them from the US before travel and shipping restrictions were imposed.
That's pretty good.
They're prototypes, but they should boost your endurance. Best of all, the support affects your entire body. They won't withstand your power if you're at 100% though. Try not to go overboard before your rematch, okay?
He's like, you need to make sure that you're ready for that.
Just wanted to check in.
So we got our own villains that we're dealing with. Oh,
Gotta go. Sorry.
Spidey senses are calling me.
He was.
I know it's a hard position for you, but I'm glad you're there to support him.
A few days earlier.
From what I understand, you survived some serious injuries in the past and were told that further trauma could cost you the use of your arms.
Yes.
Previously, your injuries were caused by small explosions inside your body. Fortunately, this time, that power surfaced and escaped. Your scans suggest that you used your quirk to reinforce your physique from the inside out, which is why your limbs weren't completely shattered like before. In short, the injuries are similar, but your frame was more prepared for them this time. Nevertheless, your body won't keep bouncing back. You still need to be careful.
So he was able to handle it better, but just
Will you
slightly.
explain what's going on? Please.
It's a bit of a long story.
Your son ate some of my hair.
He can control it because he was born quirkless, and now there are some bad people who are after my son.
Yep, basically.
He should be safe at the school.
I'm not going back to UA.
What do you mean?
Oh, kid. I thought he might say that.
No matter where I go, Shigaraki will know my location. He must be licking his wounds or else he'd be here storming the hospital. I don't want anyone else to get hurt, especially not because of me. And if the League is able to reach their full power, things will be even worse than they are now.
So if I'm just always on the move, always on the run,
Stop Shigaraki and all for one.
it keeps people
You're here
safer.
because you couldn't beat those villains. I have loved watching you grow into a hero. But hearing this, it's too much.
When I was a kid, you once smiled and thanked me for saving you. That made me so happy.
Oh, help me!
Oh, she wasn't nice back.
No, she wasn't.
Wow, thank you, All Might. Hey, wait, Izuku, it was my boy the whole time?
That's why. I have to go now. Don't you worry. I'll always come home to you.
That's tough for the mom,
From
though.
now on, you allow
Because
me
she doesn't know,
to
like, you could just die out there somewhere.
Thank you. I can try to stop you, but I know your mind is made up. Well, even if you don't want my help, I won't let you do this alone, understand?
So I'll support you out in the field.
He's leaving you, eh?
Even in the afterlife, she's crying over our choices. I should have killed him on the battlefield when I had the chance. I apologize. Don't be too stubborn.
Oh, so he told him
Sometimes
what went down
you
as well.
kill a person in order to save them. Be sure to remember that. Whatever you decide to do, you make damn sure you settle the score with the League of Villains.
I'm gonna kill them all. His backup squad? I'm a leader now.
Best Genist, Endeavor, and All Might. We're teaming up to end this.
And
We
thus
have to
begun his
stop
journey.
All for One. I have to.
There you go, episode of My Hero.
It was a tiny bit slow, it felt.
I think it was like showing us what's happened and then going back and leading up to where we are. Basically.
I just wanted to see more of Deku being epic.
There'll be more. There'll be more.
He was very good against that guy. This is the Deku I've been waiting
for the whole show.
How many seasons is this?
This is the 6th
I've
season.
been waiting 6 seasons to see that.
To have his voice like low.
Yeah, he's cooler.
And smart.
He's smarter.
He's calm,
he's
collected.
Stronger. Better Deku.
He looks cool. His outfit looks cool.
He's not ween anymore.
Our boy's
like,
growing up.
Yeah, but if he goes backwards, I'm not gonna be happy. If he's like this and then he goes back to being a bit more like, hi guys, how's it going? Small little boy, then I'll be like, ugh, Deku, what happened to you?
As long as he can keep like how he fights.
Yes.
Because
wow.
what he's doing now, using all these quirks, like okay, then I use this one, and I'll use this one, use this to move
I
around.
like that the guy was there with him. Used it a little too much.
He's like, right, make sure you don't do this because then you'll lose the battle. Right, okay.
That's helpful, having to be able to have like a little conversation.
It's almost like the past avatars.
Yeah.
For like Aang and Korra and stuff.
Korra got rid of.
When they're like, you know,
Yeah.
teaching them and training them, and they can go back to them and use them
Sharing
as guides.
their thoughts.
Yeah, their experience.
Strategies. Yeah.
It's good, and I like how we can kind of gauge where he is now on his power when he fought the muscle villain in season 3, and he had to use 100%, and it destroyed him. He almost died in that fight. And in this one, it was like,
easy.
yeah, just like demolish him, one hit.
That's very good.
He's like, right, tied him up. Here you go. Go to the next one. Yeah, he's a depressed kid at the moment.
He might be depressed, but he's more entertaining.
But what could this do for his psyche? This is not healthy for him. He could turn into a villain. But it is good. I like seeing Deku be like more serious and cool.
The show today it had a bit of stupidness in it, silliness.
It was the one in the beginning
with the 2
earthquake guy
kids, which I didn't care for, but it wasn't too bad.
I mean, they went there to like tell the people like, come with us. No. Okay, bye.
The villain's on his way. I just wish it was a bit better animated, to be honest.
Yeah, it was okay when
It was
he punched
alright,
the muscle
but
hero. It was
could
pretty
be so
cool,
much better.
but it needs to be like, come on, you could just reach for a little bit higher budget.
Right.
Just a tiny bit. Otherwise, it was good. I enjoyed it. I know they were like kind of telling bits of the story of like, okay, he told this person this, he had meet up with his mom, because that thing's like, if we skip all that, it's like, well, the mom thing right now of him doing this, well, now we know. We don't need to go over all of that basically again. So it was fine, but it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone else enjoyed. Like, subscribe if you did, and as always, have a great one.
Hang on, boy. We're accelerating now.
Oh yeah.
I just want to eat my lunch.
I just want to eat food, please.